Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode in this beautiful city of Rockwood with me, CityZilla. And in this episode, we are going to be detailing the new Riverfront district, as well as addressing some quality of life issues like paths and just general aesthetic stuff for this whole new area. I did make a couple changes in between episodes. I went ahead and kind of divided this district into two, so that in the back we could have some hotels and some taller buildings, and then in the front we could keep these leisure buildings. And I just thought it would be really cool to kind of add that height difference, and it also provides some more accommodations for people if they wanted to maybe stay on this little strip, because this would probably be like a main tourist location, especially around the football stadium. And then I think we're going to be adding maybe the opera house or something here. And I was thinking about putting in like a park here, a custom park. And then we're probably going to do some paths over here. I want to utilize some of the new bridges with the Bridges and Piers DLC. And then I did go ahead and add this bridge over here just because I kind of wanted to see how it worked. And as we can see, it's already just super packed. I mean, look at how many people are crossing this thing. And we have no access from the other side right now. And so I think that once we put in a little bridge thing here, I kind of dry fitted it, that it's just going to end up being packed, and we'll probably end up putting it over here and kind of have it terminate inside this new park area. I think it's going to look really good. I did end up putting some trees around the outside of the quay wall and kind of upgraded some of the paths, and then I just put some basic landscaping around the stadium. I really didn't want to overcrowd it with too much landscaping around this. There wasn't a ton of space, and so I felt like maybe just a fence on the inside, and then kind of follow the same theme as the trees that were already with the football stadium. And so I think it looks good, not overly complicated. And so let's go ahead and dive in. And so I want to start off by putting in this bridge first, just because it's going to kind of be in the way with our whole little park expansion over there. And so I'm just going to use the pedestrian bridge tool, the automatic pedestrian bridge builder. And as you can see, it kind of did mess up on a couple things, so we're just going to fix them real quick. We have a metro station right here, and so I think this is going to be a really good addition. Remember, we're trying to build this city to be as walkable as possible, and so this is really going to help with that. And there we go. And then I think for this side, we're probably just going to have to go around, which is okay. I mean, we do have to demolish a couple buildings, but and there we go. And so now people coming off the bridge can kind of get to that metro station pretty easily. And then over here, I kind of wanted to follow the same pattern that it kind of already does with these pedestrian bridges around the roundabouts. Just because I think it looks really good aesthetically. And so we're going to go ahead and do that. And then I'm just going to match the height with these. And so Control H and then click it. Just so, because I really wanted to kind of follow the height of this bridge as it crosses. I think it would just look really cool if we could keep that. And so we're going to go ahead and do this. We're going to come across, and it's kind of jumping around in heights right now just because the water and everything. And so I think right there, and then probably right there. It doesn't look that great right now, but we're going to mess around with the heights and kind of level it out. And I think right here is probably good. It's about the same. And there we go. And then I just want to go through and, like I was saying before, just match the heights. I want it to look good. And there we go. And then we do need to kind of move this one out just a smidge. Probably do the same on this side. And then I want to match the height as well. And there we go. I think that looks good. It's like a nice swooping kind of ramp. And it matches the bridge. And we'll probably, and there we go. And then I just want to lower this down so that's a little more gentle of a slope. And there we go. I think that's just a little more realistic. And then this side, we just need to connect this up. I think this would be good right there. Perfect. So now we got access, and as you can see, people are already starting to use it. especially with this whole metro station right now. Now they can take the metro line over here and just kind of walk across the bridge and go immediately to our little leisure district. This is great. And so we are going to start off with this section. And so I was kind of looking at some different ideas and, real life ideas. And I thought that it would just be cool to kind of do like almost a geometrical kind of park, but with some nice walkways, some fences, and then some nice foliage and stuff. And so we're just going to go ahead and do that and see how it looks. And so I want to put this in the middle. And there we go. And so we have a couple options for the other paths. Maybe we could have it go the opposite direction. That could actually look pretty good. And there we go. We definitely want to clean it up a little bit. And then I think I'm going to use maybe the liberal arts path. I think these are both the same, just different benches. So we're going to upgrade to this. I don't want trees because we're going to be placing trees down. And so... And there we go. I think that looks pretty good. And so let's start off by maybe straightening these out. Yeah, there we go. And so I want to do some fences. I'm just going to use the park fence. And there we go. And so now we have it. We have it fenced off, which is kind of weird. This normally gets rid of the zoning, but it's alright. We're not zoning anything there. And so there's a couple things that we could do. I think first off, we want to come into trees, and I want to do something probably pretty big right there in the middle, but also something that looks good. Maybe a unique tree of some kind. We shall see what we come across. Yeah, there you go. I think this is cool. It's got a lot of character. Perfect. It's kind of a little centerpiece of our park. And then I want to do some sort of bigger rock if we can. Maybe that right there would probably be nice. There you go. I think that looks pretty cool. Maybe if we can move it over here. I think it's just a little too big. Let's try to find us something that's just a little bit smaller. There we go. It's definitely not as grand as the other rocks, but it still looks cool. And then let's go ahead and put in some foliage. And there we go. And then let's come into trees. I want to use probably those sugar maples again. I just really like how they look next to... Actually, we'll use that one. There you go. Instead of the sugar maple. Then we just need to add some color. I think we'll use some of these little reeds. That would be good. I want to put some bigger trees on this side. I was thinking pine trees. And there we go. I mean, that looks pretty good. I just want to add in a couple trees with color. Nothing crazy, just something to give it contrast. Probably put a couple of these over here, and then we will switch over to something else. Maybe, no, not those pink ones. Maybe the gold ones. I think these would probably look good. Or these ones, yeah. I think these look good. And there we go. Nothing too crazy. I think we'll just finish off by maybe putting some bushes in here, just because I think it would really clean up this area. Okay, and so I think that came together pretty good. It's definitely kind of the aesthetic that I was looking for. Something welcoming to where, you know, some tourists coming into the city, this being, you know, one of the first things they saw coming down the street, a bunch of these pine trees, and then just this really nice park that would have a good view over the river, kind of at our, you know, self-sufficient neighborhood right there. And then they'd be able to walk across the bridge, and so it'd just be a really nice place to visit. And so while we're thinking of the bridge, I want to go ahead and upgrade this to one of the new bridges, just because they look really cool. They have some nice pillars to them, and it's going to give this city some character. So look at that. I mean, that looks pretty cool. We even got a little club growing underneath the bridge. I like that. And I did I believe it's the American Bridge, yeah, American Pedestrian Bridge. It's got these really big pylons, and then I think it's wood. Yeah, it kind of looks like wood. It's nice. I actually like the European one a little better. It's really wide, and so I think for this setting, especially with the two, it's unnecessary. I believe for this one, I did the American one as well. Yeah, I did. I just think it looks really good with the wood. And so the next thing I wanted to do was, now that we got that, I wanted to try to see if we can fit in, I was thinking the Opera House over here. I think that would look really cool and kind of fit in with the stadium right next to it. Yeah, I think that would work. And so maybe we'll actually put it in closer instead of having it way out here, and then we can have like a little park behind it. I think that could look interesting. Let's go ahead and see if we can fit in. You know what? I think we will do that. I think we'll just have it off the main road. Yeah, like right there, and then let's just see how it looks. It looks pretty good. We will add in some parking across the street. I did turn on the parking AI. I cleared all the traffic and everything, and are these people flooding? Did that change something? That's interesting. I wonder if it's because of the bridge started flooding over here. It'll bounce out in just a second. I may have to raise that up though, depending. This would be a huge disaster if, you know, we build this bridge and then I wonder if I inadvertently raised the... Might have raised the land somewhere in here. I don't think I did, but Never know. Could have accidentally bumped it up over here or something. I guess it's balancing out now. It was weird. I'm not sure. I think maybe the bridge, it made it back up. I don't have any of the water suction guys, and so this is just something the city's going to have to deal with. This huge amount of flooding in our new area. Look at this. It's just a river. This car's still trying to drive in it. There's a couple cars. Police officers risking it. I think it's... I mean, these people... All these people are just so crazy. They're just going for it. It looks like it's stopped for the time being. We just gotta wait for the water to kind of disappear. Let's see if I got some of the water guys. I'm not even sure where they're at. I always forget. I thought they were in here. Are they in the water? Yeah, pumping service. We'll go ahead and use this as an opportunity to place down a pumping service. This would be a nice thing to have, and so... And I need to turn back on collision before I place that. Yeah, there you go. So they'll actually send out little trucks that will come in, suck up all the water. And they're on their way. They should head over there. Where's this guy going? I mean, I guess not. But I thought they would come over here. Maybe they're taking like the long way around or something. Yeah, maybe it's gonna just take them a second to realize that the flood is happening over here. Well, I guess it's already gone, so... Of course, right when I plop that down. So we'll go back to this. So we got that guy in, and we got a huge parking garage right there with access, and so that honestly might be enough. I want to put in a bridge, though. And there we go. So at least there's a little bit of access. And then I want to have this come back. I guess it's going to mess it up. I have this kind of follow this. And there we go. And then I want to create a park out of this. And having it next to the freeway exit's not going to be that great. We're not going to go on the inside, though we will do some landscaping, but I think having this wall would kind of block a lot of it. And we're really just kind of going for the view here. And so people could go see like a nice opera show and then go head into the park and have a nice evening. Yeah, I think that would be good. Then we will put a parking garage across the street, and I think that looks pretty good.
By putting ringtones in every commercial that make you think your phone is ringing.
Now it's functional. There's some parking right here, and they got a huge garage over here too. But then I want to come over here, and we're gonna do something cool again.
When opportunity calls, pick it up. It's for you. Akio Mobile.
Carb up with yakisoba, the noodle masters. No matter what stage of life you're in, we have the perfect noodles for you. From birthday noodles to wedding noodles, all the way to those most final of noodles. Every occasion has a noodle at yakisoba, so experience something different. Yakisoba. It literally means fried noodles.
The relaxation station, bringing chill to the entire nation.
Okay, and so I am finally finished. As you can see with the video, we did a lot. Go ahead and let me know in the comments what you guys think. I really like how it came out. I had initially wasn't planning on using as many park assets as I did over here, but it ended up working out. I think with the plazas, it looked really cool. And then I really like the custom feel of the park over here. And it kind of just doing the dual pathways with the trees in the middle. I think it looks really nice, and we're definitely trying to market this area for tourists and first impressions just coming into the city. You know, they're staying at this little hotel right here, the Best Eastern, and they want to go to some of these old nightclubs or something, or maybe they're going to a football game or an opera or something. And so this whole area would just be really cool to see. And so going over here, I was going for more of like a geometrical look with this, and that's kind of why I changed the colors of the trees. I wanted it to be almost like a botanical kind of garden, but with trees. Since it's so large, I thought it would just be cool to kind of make it an actual destination in itself. And then because the freeway on-ramp is such a prominent feature of this area, I decided to do some rocks in the middle with some pine trees kind of lining the road, just so it would also block some sound. But then it kind of looks nice, you know, you're coming off the freeway and you see these big rocks. It just looks really good. And so I hope that maybe I gave you some, you know, ideas or tips or anything. I don't know. If you like the video, go ahead and let me know. And don't forget to hit that subscribe button as well as the like. And I'm going to go ahead and leave it off at that. And on the next episode, we are going to be building out the new residential area as well as the campus. I look forward to it. And I will catch you all on the next one. Thank you.